Welcome to the Vinny Roc Podcast.
Much more than this, I did it my way.
Hey, what's up, guys? You guys know that this show wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for our sponsors. I'm just going to give a couple highlights right here. I know I'm going to miss a few because this is something new, but eventually I'm going to have more organization. I'll be able to hit all the key points. But right now, first off the top of my head, we're going to say Leadsinger's Whiskey. Leadsinger's Whiskey. Obviously, we have a bourbon. We have a rye, a spice or cinnamon whiskey, right?
Yeah, I call it a cinnamon.
Yeah, and a spiced rum. So those are amazing. Find them in a place near you. If you cannot find the Unicorn of Whiskey, please go ahead and contact one of the social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and we'll tell you what states we do have it in currently. There's a few surprises. We have a few big states that we just signed, so I'm pretty excited about that. Another one of our sponsors, and I'm proud to be an owner of this, is Warfighter Tobacco. Warfighter Tobacco is a brand that started no more than about a year ago and actually took off from the Drinker Bros podcast and now is continuing on to jump on with this podcast, obviously because I am one of the shareholders. But some exciting news in the Warfighter Tobacco world. We have partnered up with a big company. Plasencia Cigars is the ones that are making ours now. They are producing them for us. The quality of them has just shot through the roof. They're a Nicaragua brand now, and it's an exciting new thing. I think if you guys have had them before and you love them, you're gonna freaking die for these now. Go check out warfightertobacco.com, Warfighter Tobacco on Instagram and Facebook. Give them a follow and check them out. Another one of our sponsors, you already know, Steel. This is one of our big sponsors that jumped on board and helped us out really early on. And that is not to be confused with Warfighter Tobacco, but this is Warfighter Hemp.
Yes. If you're tired of the opiates and the zombie apocalypse, the zombie dope, or PTSD symptoms,
the CBD oil.
The CBD oil is kind of the way to go for. There's no psychedelic
effect.
There's no involvement with psychedelic effects or anything like that.
And am I correct? This is legal in every state?
Yes, it is legal.
Yeah, so this is one of the things. This is something that Boone is a big advocate for. This is CBD oils. This is supposed to be. I haven't tried it yet personally. I need to jump on board, but I'm not sure if I'm allowed to yet or not. So I'm actually looking into that.
Yeah,
and I think I am. Even though I'm military, I think I'm still allowed to.
You still got that stigma of it,
right? I'm nervous, right?
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden but let me double check on that for you guys before you do. If you're military, anyone else, go ahead and check it out. This is Warfighter Hemp. What's the promo code for Warfighter Hemp?
The promo code for Warfighter Hemp is Vinny. VINNY.
It's it.
That's
Vinny.
it. Just Vinny.
Promo code is
You're
Vinny.
the man on that.
Well, I like that. If you use Vinny as a promo code, you'll get a little bit of percentage off. Am I right?
Yes, sir. You will get 10%.
10% off. And you guys use that code. Check it out. Let me know how it goes. I would love to hear some of the feedback on this. Don't forget, that's Warfighter Hemp. Yes, and another one of our sponsors, Article 15 Clothing. You guys know where it's at, article15clothing.com. Check them out. They got women's shirts, men's shirts. They also got some winter line coming out here soon. Check it out. Hey, if you use the promo code ROCCO, ROCCO, I'm pretty sure it still gives you 10%. If it does, let me know. If it doesn't, let me know. Our next sponsor is Valor. ValorSpirits.com has a sweetener that is made from the nectar of the agave plant. These guys are two combat veterans, one Marine, one Army, are now just living a life trying to make a business and make it happen. I'm very excited to have these guys on board. If you guys want to check their product, you can find it on Amazon. If you're going to use the promo code, there's the only way you can get it on Amazon. You can use the promo code called Vinny Roc, and that's capital V, capital R. Okay, so check them out. That's Valor. It's not an artificial. It's an actual sweetener.
The actual sweetener.
Yeah, it's an actual sweetener, and it's good. It's very good, and it's made from the nectar of the agave plant. I love that.
It's you put it in my coffee.
Do you?
Yeah, it's good.
You fucking sweet ass bitch. All right, guys, go check them out. 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Vinny Roc. I'm still not used to that shit, right?
You're.
It's me, Vince. All right, my name is Vince. People call me Rocco. That's fine too. It doesn't bother me. But this is Vince and my boy Kaz.
What's going on?
All right. So this is our fourth podcast, and we're still not getting it right. Fuck, man. If you guys would understand how hard it is to put a podcast together and actually kind of do it right and where you're proud of and you're happy, it is a pain in the ass, right?
Well, you got to learn everything from audio to software.
If you depend on someone else, you're fucked, because then you're relying on whether they're going to set the time aside to even help, right? And that's kind of what we try not to do, is depend on anyone else. I want to be able to come in here, record and do whatever the fuck I want without actually having to ask for too much help because, well, in reality, this is my life, right? I don't want to nuisance anyone else's. So it's kind of a pain in the ass. Either way, so I think we got this going. I've been figuring out this, like right now I think I'm like a garage band expert. Not expert, but I'm pretty damn good.
You're mixing them pretty well. You're mixing all the tracks and everything pretty good.
The problem is I'm trying to equalize them all. Either way, if you guys have had some problems with it right now, we're having a audio guy come in here hopefully today and help us out. It's been one hell of a freaking ride.
He's probably going to show up and go, oh, this is all you had to do.
Push one button.
Yeah, just push one button. Like, oh, you guys messed up on this.
Yeah, you just got to, you didn't push the equalizer. I'm like, oh, thanks, you motherfucker. Here's your $200. Get the fuck out of here.
You may leave now.
Golly, man. So let's see. Let's get a little update on what's going on. What's going on in my life? Oh, did you see? All these people keep tagging me, and it's pretty exciting. Is the Dads in Parks.
Yeah, I did see that. It's
Dude.
cool.
So the coolest thing is Dads in Parks. If you guys don't know Dads in Parks, it's a little bit of a series that I do with my buddy Jamie Kaler. It's actually his show and Jason's show, and they put it together. Super funny. It's all pretty much ad-libbed, and it's improv really on a park. It's really just kind of dads dealing with dad shit. And the humor's pretty good. And I've done one that did really, really well. And we just continue to keep doing them now. And they've been able to pitch this to several TV shows, to TV channels, and hopefully it gets picked up, and that'd be exciting for me to jump onto another show.
Yeah, they're great shows.
But the coolest thing is to know that nationwide, before the movie It, they were showing... Yep.
That's what you got. You
Dads
got
in Parks.
Okay.
Yep, Dads in Parks. And I think the coolest story out of it all was my brother was there with his family. All the family. It's my brother's wife, his 3 kids. And they're sitting down to watch the movie. I guess no one's really paying attention to one of the kids.
They didn't know. They didn't know. It was
No one. I didn't really I didn't set it up for. Yeah. And so my nephew goes. I think my nephew goes something like, "Hey, Dad, I think that's Uncle Vince, right?" And then he's like, "Holy shit!" And so my brother texted me this morning. He's like, "Dude, pretty cool seeing you on the big screen."
Oh yeah, because I'm gonna go see it. It'd be nice.
Oh, I'm excited to see it as well. And it's just cool to see how many people have seen that. I mean, I've had friends from high school, like friends like just saying, "Hey man, is that you?" And I was like, "Yeah, it is, man."
Yeah, of course it's me. How can you mistake my face?
You can't mistake my fucking chin, goddamn.
Can't mistake that chin.
So it's kind of cool. I was pretty excited about that. It's something kind of honored to be a part of, and hopefully, Dads in Parks continues to grow into something even bigger than just being before the previews of a movie theater.
How'd you get hooked up with Jamie?
Jamie was actually the comedic relief at what was it? It was in Washington. Yes, it was the film festival. It was a veteran film festival. I can't even remember the name of it. Some kind of veteran film festival that we put. Range 15 was in, as well as me and Matt had one called. What is that one called? Dang it.
I'm not gonna start making up.
Yeah,
names.
no, don't make up names on that one. So me and Matt had one. I also had my Long Way Back, the Long Way Back film. So they was all going to be in this film festival. He was the comedian there. We started bullshitting with him. We had a bunch of drinking bros in the crowd. All the drinking bros that were out there, you guys remember that? They were cheering like crazy for everything that we were doing. And he's like, "Who the hell are these people?" Right? We're like, "Those are drinking bros." So eventually, after we started to talk to him, he was impressed with what we've kind of done through social media. Hit up Jared. Jared set it up to me to show up to the park one day when I was in California and do Dads in Parks with him, and the rest is history. I felt really comfortable, and I've always kind of felt comfortable in the the improv space.
Yeah.
And so, it's done well. And anytime I'm in LA, I set up another Dads in Parks meeting, and we start filming.
I love Jamie's mannerisms, like when he's talking to you, and
dude. But what's funny? That's Jamie. Like,
that's just how he is.
He's not. Yeah, that's not acting, dude. You go and have a beer with him, he's the same. He's fucking hilarious, dude.
I love those mannerisms.
Yeah, he's a fucking funny ass dude, man. And he's definitely helped me. Get out there a little bit more, and hopefully we continue to grow that little brand, man. It's Dads in Parks, man. Check it out on Instagram. Check it out on Facebook. I don't think they have an Instagram, but check out Facebook. They do have Dads in Parks. You can check out Jamie and also Jason. Jason is the one who does a lot of the. He's the DP, if you call him, the video director. Or, I don't know.
Do you guys just set up and go?
Yeah, dude. It's just 2 cameras and go, and it's funny every time you're sitting there to film. There's like some lady just jogging in the shot, right, or someone, the gardeners are doing the lawn. You're like,
does anybody stop and go, what are you guys doing right here? What's going on?
No,
here?
dude. Like, yeah, there's always people, right? There's always people that do weird shit. But you're in Hollywood, dude. You're pretty much in the heart of Hollywood, right there in Studio City area or whatnot, and they're gonna always know what's going on. It's not like it's not foreign to them to see people at the fucking park filming a fucking TV show or whatever the case, right? So, but it is funny because people just don't give a fuck either, right? There's no they don't have courtesy for us filming. They just kind of run right through like, I'm feeding my dog.
Well, it's LA.
It is. Sometimes the manners are lost on some of the people.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I had fun, and it's pretty cool to see, dude. You know what I want to talk about right now? One thing that's super exciting. Do you know what it is?
I don't know what it is, but you looked at me like
Dude,
you're really
I
excited.
am so excited about buying wobblymodels.com.
Oh, wobblymodels.com. It is great.
Wobblymodels.com. I mean, I don't know. I kind of know which direction I kind of want to take it, but it didn't start like that. We were at karaoke. I told you, like, me and Chris were karaoke singing, and someone almost tripped to get on stage, and then, and then I started talking about, like, dude, it's so funny watching these models fall, and like they're all wobbling and shit. And we started laughing about it. Decided on the way home, she's trying to buy wobbly models. I'm like, does it even exist? She goes, no. I was like, well, I'm buying it. So that night I bought it. I built the website really quick. That's just an easy fucking like plug and play website just for now. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but right now
it's like it's something you could just look at.
It's just funny.
Yeah, it's just funny. Like
it's
if you
funny.
want to brighten your day up.
Yeah, I think it's funny.
Just got to turn on the wobbly models.
Just go wobblymodels.com. You can check out some of the models that fell. Just pictures.
It's on Instagram. It's on
Facebook.
Facebook.
On Instagram. It's on Facebook now. That's how serious we went with it. When I go hard in the paint. Right?
Like within maybe 4 hours.
I had it ready, everything up and running.
Yeah.
I don't know. It makes me laugh. If you guys are looking for a laugh, go check out wobblymodels.com. Wobbly Models on Instagram and whatnot. So just check it out. Man, I'm getting calls and texts like crazy. She's sparking huge ass dog.
You got to answer that?
No, I should, but I'm not going to answer. The dogs. I'll text right now. But the dogs are at the dog place. What's the dog place called?
Veterinarian?
Yeah.
It's a hard profession to get into, by the way.
Oh, what?
It's hard to get into, by the way.
To being a vet?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I mean, you got to learn about a lot of different animals.
Well, these are like dog vets. Do you think these vets they take other than dogs? You think?
Yeah, they do. Like there's like equine veterinary, like the
equestrian ones.
Equestrian ones. That's what I'm thinking of.
That's
Yeah,
for
horses
right?
and stuff. Yeah, but I mean, if your kid's got a pet chameleon or something like that, or a ferret, think it's sick, you got to bring it in there. Then doctors kind of got to know what's going on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Fucking that. You know what? My daughter Yvette wants to be a vet. She wants to have a dog hospital. Says Yvette's vet.
Yvette's vet.
Yeah. Kids are funny, right?
Dude, how do they come up with that stuff?
No, I don't fucking know. I don't know, but you know what? We talked about that. Maybe we can talk a little bit about business, and I want to invite some really big business savvy dudes on here, right? I have a couple buddies. One that comes to mind, George Patton. George Patton is one of the owners of Warfighter Tobacco. He also owns multiple different businesses. He's a very hardworking individual. I'll probably bring him on here to talk about business one of these days because, a lot of the guys listening, I know, aspire to try and start their own business and be their own boss one day. Very scary thing to do. And I'd like to get guys like George, guys like Luke.
Yeah.
Luke Webster, who's an amazing entrepreneur. Guys like Andy Frisilla or Sal Frisilla. Have those guys on here, hopefully. Even guys like Matt Best. So I know I do want to focus a little bit on business when it comes to this podcast here and there to help motivate and inspire some of you guys that have wanted to maybe take that next step into the entrepreneurial world and just not quite ready yet or understand it enough.
You kind of fell into it yourself, didn't you?
I definitely fell into it. Well, a lot of people don't know. I started, me and my buddy, Brian Olson. Brian, what's up, buddy? He's my boy out of LA. We played at LA Valley Community College together, became good buddies. We started a t-shirt company. I was 18 at the time, called Rooster Head.
I love those shirts.
Remember that?
Yeah, I love.
Dude, I want to print some. You know what? I'm gonna print some up and put them on the page.
Yeah, make a line.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a line of Rooster Head shirts. So if you guys,
they were great.
They're just regular shirts.
What was the slogan?
So it's called Rooster Head, gear for the aggressive lifestyle.
That's right. That's right.
Dude, you know why we said that though? It's like you can't really, like, everyone like I play ping pong aggressive, you know what I mean? And so Roosterhead fits that, like I play baseball aggressive. So. But I think what we were really going for, we were young. We were going for trying to attack the same market as Fox at the time. And if you guys seen the logo, I got to get the whole logo. I got to text
You
my
had
buddy.
that insight though, like this is the market we're going for.
Yeah, we knew we were going to go for a certain market, but we also didn't want to close off the demographics by naming it like the slogan "Gear for the Aggressive Lifestyle." Like, look, dude, if you consider your gear aggressive, well, then you fit in this fucking demographic of fucking weird ass shirts.
That was a simple design. Like the design was
Very
nice.
simple.
It was simple, but it was also it popped out.
So we came up with that design. I drew that design in music class. I was failing miserably, so I was just sitting there drawing.
Because you were drawing.
Yeah, I showed it to him. He goes, "That's perfect." So we decided, we already knew the name was going to be Rooster Head. I drew the logo. We were able at that time, I don't know how we did it. We were able to pull it off of the piece of paper onto an image. From the image, be able to put it onto a T-shirt, created the design. He helped me a lot with that because he had a lot of experience with printing shirts at the time. And then from there, we knew we had the design, what we wanted for the shirt. And these are the only shirt design we had at first. We put the money together. We put about $300 total. And bought, I believe it was 50-something shirts. It was like $300, something like it, because you had to pay for the screens.
Uh-huh.
Like at that time, silk screening was. Let's see, this is 99.
Yeah.
99, 2000. So us learning all this, we had to put a little bit of money into buying the screens. I believe at the time each screen was $50. Shirts, we didn't at the time. There wasn't like freaking next level quality freaking. Or there probably was, but we couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
Right.
They
So
were comfortable shirts though.
yeah, they were comfortable.
I kind of wonder sometimes, like, where did my shirt go? Where did my Rooster Head
Dude,
shirt
I've
go?
lost all my Rooster Head shirts, dude. So, and then we hired a guy to print the shirts for us, and so that's where all the money came from. The 300 came from all that. So shirts, all the setup fee, as well as paying the guy to print the shirts, and he made the shirts. And so we had a black bag full of shirts. It was a black trash bag, and we just were like, "Whoa!"
I think that's how he handed it to you. He's like, "Here you go."
Yeah,
go.
and so our buddies they were like, "Look, if you guys are going to start a t-shirt company, then we'll throw a party if you guys actually do it." And so they threw a party in the Chatsworth area. We went out to a house in Chatsworth, and we sold the shirts to all our boys. Right? I think we sold them for like $20, something like that. Right?
Yeah.
And then that we sold out. We sold out, and so
Everybody took them.
yeah, and the guys that I was friends with were well known party animals, as well as baseball players in the area. Like San Fernando Valley is a big spot, but like in the area that we lived, we were kind of more of the popular kids. You know what I mean? And so you had some popular football players, popular baseball players, popular just like party animal dudes, and they're all wearing the Rooster Head gear for the aggressive lifestyle. And everyone's got excited because it's a local brand, I think. I think that's why, everyone kind of...
I know this guy. He made this shirt.
Like, yeah, my boy owns it, right? And
I'm surprised you don't have a Rooster Head tattoo.
Dude, I would get one. I would get one on my... that one thigh that I have all kinds of weird shit on. Yeah, I would get it. So it's cool. So check this out. There's a lot of crazy stories to this. So eventually, you started seeing it in junior college. And I seen a guy wearing a shirt. I'm like, dude, where'd you get that shirt? He goes, oh, my boy owns the company. And I'm like, wait...
I don't know you.
So people started claiming they own it, right? Because it started becoming a kind of a cool deal.
Yeah.
So the group of us ended up moving to Chico State. You already know that.
Yeah.
So when we went to Chico, we started having like Chico State Rooster Head parties. You'd hear it on the radio, like, hey, go check out the Rooster Head house. We're going to have a party, blah, 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 blah. So these shirts essentially were paying for itself. We were selling them, we were rebuying them, and we were putting money for beer. Is really what we were doing. And then it started getting to the point where I had a buddy who was producing porn at the time in San Fernando Valley.
I think you showed me that tape.
I did show you that tape. I had it in Chico, and it's not like it's nothing. It wasn't something extremely dark porn or anything. It was just like a very soft vanilla, shitty porn.
Vanilla. I love how you pulled out vanilla.
Like if you can find, dude, if any of you guys are like porn enthusiasts and can find it, it's called Babes Are Us, and it was made somewhere in about the 2001 time frame. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you're just bringing about back old memories.
I'm just saying. You remember that.
Yeah, I do remember
And so
that.
the bartender had a shirt on.
I think you brought an actual VHS tape.
It did. It was a VHS tape.
Yeah.
And so the funny thing with my buddy, he was a young kid. He decided to try and get into the porn world as a producer. And so he was like, yeah, man, let me get a shirt and I'll put it into the freaking porn. So we handed him like 5 different shirts. We just started making these female shirts called cock tees.
The tank top.
Right, the tank top. Mm-hmm. And, this is probably why the company just didn't survive. It just like started going the wrong direction right away.
You were 18, 19 years old.
19, yeah. And so, yeah, like if someone can find that tape, it's out there somewhere. The bartender has it on for about 3 minutes.
I don't even think, maybe 3 seconds.
Maybe 3 seconds, and then there you go. And so for us, small town kids, not small town, big city kids, start a company and all of a sudden seeing one of your shirts on a porn was kind of a big deal for us. It wasn't the proudest moment, but it was kind of a cool moment.
When you're that age, it's pretty exciting.
It's a big deal in college, right?
Yeah.
And so the company was starting to take off and it was doing really well.
I actually almost got into a fight with the guy that was wearing a Rooster Head t-shirt in Chico.
Just randomly?
Yeah, randomly.
Yeah, because they went from San Fernando Valley and went up to Chico and just went heavy in Chico.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We had it in a few of the stores out there in consignment and stuff, and so they were there. They're just there. And my buddies were some of the big baseball players for Chico at the time, so they were doing all the recruiting parties, and guys would come over and this and that. That's why me and you hung out a lot, because I stayed away from all that crap.
Yeah, you stayed away from the drinking.
I was focusing on baseball.
I lived on the other side of town. I didn't live in the downtown area.
We stayed at 6th and Oak. That's where I was at.
Yeah.
Dude.
I think it's 5th and Oak.
5th and Oak, you're right, 5th and Oak. And so I stayed away from the area.
You were right next to the zoo.
Right next to the zoo.
And if anybody knows Chico, the zoo is...
It's
got the name for a reason.
Exactly. Yeah. And so that was the thing. I decided to focus really hard on my baseball at the time. Those guys went off and did Rooster Head things, right? And so I eventually got that full ride to a Kentucky school, an NAIA college in Kentucky, and I left. And when I did that, the business kind of went south. We weren't focusing on it. Everyone was kind of growing up and going different directions. I tried to maintain it with my boy Oli, but it just didn't work out. Cool thing is, he continued on with the t-shirt printing. He now owns a t-shirt printing company out in Los Angeles, California, in the San Fernando Valley. What's it called? It is called... man, I can't even think of it right now. But yeah, he still does that. And then he also now owns 818 Brewing, which... Ludslinger's Whiskey has partnered with him. I sent him a couple barrels, and we're going to make some kind of beer of his 818.
Crossover kind of deal.
And we're going to be donating all the funds to charity.
Cool.
So I found a law enforcement charity out there that I'm going to be donating to, as well as a veteran charity. And so that's pretty cool. I mean, we're still working together. Me and him work together on all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, well, were you guys always like that when you were younger? Like, were you always...
Oh, me and him were close.
But, I mean, were you always like, well, let's do this? Like, just... Let's do this business. Let's do this t-shirt.
Yeah, well, me and him have wanted to do business together forever. We haven't done anything since Rooster Head. I mean, I've lived in one place, he's lived in another. I completely went away from business. I knew I wanted to jump into business. I knew I wanted to stay in the business. I enjoyed the way of what you can create out of nothing. And so then when I had the opportunity to kind of jump on board with Article 15, it was a dream come true, right? It was like, whoa, dude, I get to do the business thing, and especially in the t-shirt world, which I know.
Yeah, I was going to say, you already kind of knew the t-shirt world a little bit.
Yeah, and so it was cool. I knew about silk screening because that was part of what we had to do to learn. And then the social media aspect was the whole different world. Well, now you can get reach on your business by using social media, which is like fucking... Nowadays, you can't have a successful company, I don't believe, without that. I think the way of the future is, I think... Every company in the future will have to have a strong, heavy social media presence, and if they don't, they're too far behind.
How small was the company? How small was Article 15 when you got into it? Were you guys just?
Instagram had 5,000 followers.
Okay.
Instagram had 5,000 followers because Jared already had a different business account, and he was growing it, and he just turned it into an R15 account. Matt's page, I believe, was in the 100,000, maybe a little bit more. Now, I mean, if you guys know Matt Best is now at 1.5 million, I believe.
Yeah, he's up there.
And he's growing like probably 3,000 a week.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So, and it's all Matt grew his social media on his own by just his first few videos that were very successful. I mean, here's a great story. Matt was doing some powerlifting with his brothers. His brothers are pretty strong dudes. And he was like, hey, I'm looking for some shirts. He's like, oh, dude, my boy makes shirts. So I sent him to Oli Boy to print some shirts out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
This comes full circle.
Yeah, it came full circle, exactly. Same as, who else prints shirts with my boy for a while was Funk Volume, Damian Ritter from Funk Volume. Me and Dame, dude, we grew up together. So again, I was telling you, that's one of my boys that, dude, we were best friends for a long time growing up. When we were young, I'm talking young. And he's doing some cool ass stuff. I'm hoping to get him here on the podcast eventually too, to see just the different people in my life that have kind of paved the way for what I do today, But yeah, so now you have what we have here. Now we have all kinds of different businesses going on. Like me personally, I decided to go the route of like Matt and JT, they focus on their businesses, that they have, from Black Rifle to Article 15 to Lead Slingers. I like to try and grow even to more brands, right? I'm trying to do a few different things, you know, and I was able to step out of my comfort zone and try other avenues. Like we did the publishing company. That still is, we're working on Ep.4 Publishing, has all kinds of veteran authors. I believe we have to 15 different books right now we have published. And so that's pretty exciting. Let's see, beard.com. Beard.com is live right now, and it's the brand that we're pushing right now. It's called Manor, a part of beard.com, but you can get pretty much all these products. But these are things like, for me, being able to start these businesses was just something that I've wanted to do since I was younger, since 18, doing Roost Red. Now I'm able to do these in a better platform with a better understanding of how business works.
Did beard.com relaunch again?
Yeah, beard.com should be getting launched on the 15th, and by the time this thing comes out, it'll be the 15th, 16th,
right.
17th. Oh, yes.
It looks good, though.
It does look good. It's getting built up every day, working hard to make that look what we want it to look like. You got Tank. Tank's a machine. Tank is out there working his ass off. He's doing all the work pretty much, where I can sit back and focus on the few things that I'm busy filming.
WobblyModels.com.
Wobbly Models. While I build up WobblyModels.com, he's doing Beard.com. But not just that, I'm actually been talking with the suit company. I have a suit company that hopefully, if we get this off the ground, I'll be able to be donating suits to veterans. With a $500 donation from anyone, that $500 will go directly into a suit for a veteran, and to help them go to an interview.
Job interviews.
And dressed ready to impress.
Yeah.
With that, I'll be making a line of videos to help people understand better proper and neatness of dress. And
well, what's important about a suit is because the occasion to wear one is more often than you would think.
Well, a lot of people don't understand, like, there's a lot of suit etiquette, right? And there's not. It's however, it's swag. You can look, you can have fun with it, or you can be serious. And if you go into an interview, you want to present yourself in a professional manner, especially if it's that kind of interview, and you don't want to go out there looking like a slob.
No.
And I think it represents the person that they're going to be hiring on how they look when they show up.
No clip-on ties.
No clip. Don't ever do a fucking clip-on tie. Double Windsor, motherfucker. Double Windsor.
I just do just a single Windsor.
You do a single Windsor. I'm into the double Windsor. I'm all about symmetry.
Symmetry, yeah.
Yeah, I'm all into symmetry. I like the way it looks because it looks more even. That's what I do with a lot of.
I'm gonna need to learn how to tie double Windsor now.
Have you noticed my tattoos? My tattoos are like that. If I do one side, I got to get the other side. I have to have that kind of balance, and that's why the double Windsor for me is it's easy.
Plus it's a clean looking knot too.
Clean looking knot. There's other ones out there. I'm going to start learning some weird ones. But either way,
can you tie a bow tie?
I cannot. I've never even tried. No. I actually have one. It's just sitting in the room. I just bought it because the color was cool. It matched one of my suits.
This is dope. It's going to match.
So those are things, man. I want to continue to expand myself in business. Now, do I feel like I have small amounts of bandwidth? Yes, I'm dying. Like I'm drowning in my own work. But that's why guys like you jumped into my life. Kasner, and he's going to be taking part in a lot of the stuff we're doing. We're probably going to get a taco truck here soon.
Oh man, I'm so excited! I really wish it would be a hot dog cart, but
well, we can.
I'm cool. I'm down with
tacos
truck.
And hot dogs go well together. The Sonoran dogs. Have you ever heard of those?
No, I haven't.
Google Sonoran dog. All it is it's a hot dog wrapped in bacon, and you put all the works onto that motherfucker.
I'm already down,
and it is insanely awesome. So check that out. That's going to be great. We're going to have that taco truck here soon. I got to get the licensing and everything for it and permits. So anyway, you guys in Salt Lake City interested in having a taco truck at your next party, you know where to get one. You hit up Kasner.
Dude, call me. Don't call him.
Yeah, don't call me. I can't. I don't have the time. I'd love to find some people.
They got Pico de Gallo on them.
They have everything on them.
Oh my goodness.
What other businesses are we working on? Let's see.
What aren't you working on?
Everything.
That's what I'm saying.
I have to though. But that's how my mind works. I got a script going out right now, getting worked on. The karaoke script.
Yeah.
Yep, that's gonna be a great script. I have another script getting worked on. I can't talk about that. A second one. I have another one that's in Hollywood that I'm hoping gets looked at. This is what one of my boys from from the Mayans was able to kind of give me an opportunity to get my script looked at for a TV show. So we have a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Books. I'm trying to get some books. I mean, it's nonstop, but that's how my mind works, right? Let me explain something to you. Any of you guys that are listening and just think that, and you want to do business, I'm going to give you some of the mistakes we made. Let's see. Oh, here's the first thing. Here's an important one. You will be exhausted if your business is based on social media content alone. Now, I say that because I've seen it. I've done it. We've all seen it. It's exhausting, right? So if all you're going to do is try and make your business successful off of social media videos alone and social media content created, that's all you have, well, then your business model will be exhausting. And I'm not going to say it won't be successful, because we've seen it be successful. But you will be tired of trying to come up with new and cool and fun ideas that will draw people to your website to purchase the products. You have to base your business on science. And when I say science, that is things like search engine marketing, right? Not social media marketing. I'm talking search engine marketing.
All the algorithms.
And social media has algorithms as well, but this is different. I'm talking, you put 100,000 in freaking marketing on search engine marketing, you get back 200,000, right? Those are just numbers I'm throwing back. If you put in 5K, you get back 10K. Like, those kind of numbers are a science. It is the fact that people will see, people will click, people will return. The return of investment is you put in a lot, you get a lot back. And that is kind of what I like to call the foundation of the business. If you have the foundation of the business figured out, I'm talking even things like Amazon, right? Things that if you have Amazon figured out, if your business is solid on the foundation side, where that if your social media takes a dump, your business will still sustain itself based on the fact that you have recurring customers because you have a solid foundation built on the search engine marketing, well, then you're good. Well, then your business is not going to be exhausting. You can actually go on a 2-week vacation and know that all the things are in play and your business will continue to generate funds for you. But if you're based all on a social media content algorithm, well, you will be exhausted, because it is hard to be that creative, to create something for years and years and years and years and years. It's like, man, there's a life expectancy rate on that, right? There's an expiration date to
shelf life.
There's a shelf life, and it's tough, man. And so in saying that is, when you're building a brand, build that brand off knowing a very solid foundation is built, and then the social media on top of that to help it sustain. Because if all you are, like, there's spikes in sales, like dramatic spikes in sales when it comes to social media content driven only, and which are nice, but it gets exhausting to the point where, will it be worth it to you? That's up to you to determine, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, you also got to generate that word of mouth too, from one person to another.
It's tough. Like I've seen it, we've done it, we do it, and you know,
'cause I think it's something I read that I think it's only like 7%, like, of what you post is posted will be spread.
Well, that's what happens. Like,
person.
You know, when it comes to posting social media, we always look for, like, you know, I guess the kind of the round number that we always enjoyed seeing was 100 shares kind of turns into potentially thousands of shares.
Yeah.
Right. So it's that algorithm. Like, if I share your content onto my page, then the people that I'm friends with will see it and have potential to them share, and then people in their seeing, right? So it's that universal freaking that number. We started off being really excited about 100 shares, and then it turned to 1,000 shares, and then it was like, oh, when I get 20,000 shares, I'm pretty excited about it, right?
Well, so, I mean, it's kind of crazy that the things that go viral and the things that don't go viral.
You never know.
Have you done some things like, oh, this is going to be great?
We've done some videos,
and it hasn't done that well, but something that you thought was just mediocre just went crazy viral.
Yeah, and we've done that like crazy. I mean, there's stuff that you spent thousands of dollars on proper video production and everything else, and it doesn't do shit. And then you film one fucking weird ass meme with your fucking cell phone, all of a sudden that motherfucker's viral.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. The weirdest thing. I think we did when me and Matt did the song "Bitch I Operate." I don't think we expected it to be that great. Like, we loved it ourselves. Personally, I thought it was fucking dope, and it was fun as shit, right? It's one of my favorite songs we've done.
That black guy can really sing.
That's what someone said. Yeah, one of the comments said that black guy can really sing. I was like, okay, I'm Puerto Rican, but okay. But yeah, that thing took off, man. Like, yeah. I mean, that fucking...
It's still getting comments. Like, if you look at it now, it's still getting comments.
And then you have... the whole thing where, like, we put out another song and we're like, hell yeah, this is gonna be good, and it just doesn't have as much pop, right? And like, why didn't that take off? Like, I don't fucking get it either, dude. I don't understand it. It drives me fucking nuts every time this.
Well, you're trying to do a new song here pretty soon, aren't you? You're gonna do singing or a rap, because you can sing well.
I want to do a song. I am not ready to actually put one out. I've been looking for some music. I've been thanks for calling me out on this one, motherfucker. I'm not trying to go out.
I'm just trying to keep the audience informed.
Well, the reality is, like, I do want to put out music someday. It's part of something that's important to me. I have enough connections with music when it comes to Dame, my own brother, stuff like that. So I think it'd be pretty exciting to put some stuff out there. But I have a different plan for the music, honestly, and so that's why I won't reveal that.
Do you think if you send it to your brother when you put out a song, he's gonna be like, "Oh, that's whack"?
Oh, he'll be honest. Yeah,
Yeah,
he'll be
he's
honest.
like, "Oh, that's
he's a
good."
whole different character of music, dude. That guy, him and Damien too. Damien, I told him, I was like, "Hey, I like that." He goes, "I'm not a big fan of that kind of music, but okay, whatever." Like,
whatever you want to do.
I'm like, all right, well, what are you a fan of, bro?
Help me help you.
Well, when it comes to music, everyone has their thing. Everyone has what they like and what they enjoy. You know what I'm saying? The music business side, I'm curious to know what that's like. I think that's why I'm interested in doing the music, because I'm interested.
It's one of your goals. You said like, you want a hit song.
Yeah, I want a hit song. Oh yeah, you remember that goal list I made? I want a hit song. I do. I think so. Why do I think that? Let me explain why I have these weird ass goals. I consider myself a writer, and that's just kind of. I think, obviously I write my blogs. I write, like even this we write.
You have a deep thought process.
Yeah, and when it comes to writing, anything in the writing platform, I feel like I can be successful in. So writing a poem, writing a story, writing a script, writing a song, like all that. And I have several songs written now. I just don't know what the fuck to do with them, right? But anything in that space, I feel like I can be successful. And so, yeah, fuck, a hit song. Why not? Yeah, I can write that shit. I just got to sit down and figure out what it's going to be about. But I feel really good about that. But that's the business side. Like, man, I would be interested in doing some music business. I just don't know how really to get into that.
Yeah, but your confidence in things that you think of.
I just don't give a shit.
It turns into confidence. Like you really, because you care about something so much that.
Yeah. That's probably, I think with the message that I put out is important. I have an article. I'm hopefully going to get it out later today or tomorrow about one of the guys I met on the cast of the Mayans MC and how he's pretty inspirational story. Crazy, right?
Yeah, because I mean I read it. I thought it was great. Like the way his life turned around and stuff like that.
Wild. But he's, it's funny. That cast, like, I don't know how much of it I could even talk about, but that cast is, a lot of them are like that. A lot of them have this crazy story. I mean, Emilio himself, Emilio Rivera is one of the, man, you have to be around him to understand how genuine that dude is. Like, he'll tell you stories that you would be like, holy fuck, I can't believe you just said that. Like, genuine.
Pretty wild.
Wild as fuck.
Yeah.
Wild as fuck, right? And he's just great, though, man, because, like, it's so honest. Like, a dude like him who comes from the background he did and in the stature he is right now as an actor, obviously I look up to him, but then for him to just be, like, admitting something like, oh, man, that shit made me cry, you're like, whoa, what a dope-ass fucking dude, right?
Yeah.
I always appreciate when someone could be just genuine, you know what I mean?
Just
and
real.
Not hiding their fucking emotions. So that's him. What we were saying on business, I don't fucking know. Shit. I don't even know, man. I got so much shit to do today. It's crazy. I got to fucking pick up kids. I got dogs.
Yeah. Dogs, the vet, kids.
God. But, no, so what we were saying with business is that do not base your business solely on social media content. If it's a social media content-driven company, you'll have spikes in sales that are always exciting, but they will also be exhausting a lot of your energy. I think to me the idea of being a business owner would be the less output possible with the most amount of growth and income. I don't know how to say income, but you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever I can
revenue.
If I can make more money doing less, then I think that's a good, a good fundamental freaking
that's
platform.
key.
Yeah, because one thing is, like, I don't want to be taken away from home. Like, I don't want anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's guys that travel around a lot. Like, the only time if I'm ever going to travel is going to be one day, and then I'll do my public speaking or I'll do whatever and come home. Like, I want to do my best to do everything else. That's why we built the set at the house. We could easily probably just rent a place, but it's not worth me driving to it when I could just, kids are asleep. Hey, let's go downstairs and record another
Yeah,
podcast.
well, we were looking at a couple places, and
And they look nice.
yeah, and you're like, nah, it's too far. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like maybe a 10, 15-minute drive. And you're like, nah, it's too far from the house. We'll just do it at home.
Well, because today's schedule kind of flipped on me today from what we were doing for filming, and so I decided to jump on the podcast early this morning and knock this one out. And so that's why I enjoy this. I enjoy that we can sit here and do the podcast. Let's talk about the podcast a little bit, man. Some of the stuff that we have in mind. Besides talking about business, we're going to talk about whatever else, and we hope to have some amazing ass guests once our time can allot that. Everyone's kind of busy right now. I think I have the Warfighter Tobacco guys coming in town here soon. We might be able to get them in here. A few other people I'm going to try and get on soon. Matt Best obviously would be one of the first guys I would love to have on here. I'd love to have some MMA fighters as well.
Matt gave you verbal agreement he'd do it.
Oh, he's
so
good. Matt'll do it. That's my boy, dude. I'm not worried about that. JT's the one like verbal agreement. Like, I don't know. We're gonna have to chain him up and drag his ass over here to make sure he's gonna be here, or just have a boatload of fucking hot dogs and he'll show up.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
We'll make the Sonora dogs.
Yeah, and so let's see. Friday, man. Well, with the podcast, I'm getting all the website stuff organized. The website I have now currently is actually my personal website for kind of promoting and marketing what I do. That's VincentRoccoVargas.com. That's going to flip and turn into VinnyRoc.com, which is just a little bit easier to type in and find. Eventually, we will have stickers, flags, fucking shirts, and whatnot available to you if you guys are interested in sponsoring the podcast or supporting the podcast, if you will. We will have that available to you. What else are we going to have? Oh, I will be filming here soon. Hopefully Matt will be willing to do this. The 5 Shots for Freedom with Matt Best. 5 Shots for Freedom is going to be 5 hard questions, 5 most difficult questions. We will do a podcast first, and when we're done with the podcast, we will shut down from the podcast, step over to the bar, and do our 5 Shots of Freedom. And I will be filming that with several different camera angles, as quality as can be, and I'll be uploading that directly to Facebook and Instagram and even YouTube.
Well, every shot is going to be $100.
Yeah, every shot that they take will be $100 donated to a charity of their choice. I won't be doing this with every guest. I will be doing this with specific guests that are interested in taking part in the 5 Shots for Freedom. I will be taking that shot with them as well. There will be 5 different shots, which makes it even harder and more disgusting.
You're going to be mixing scotch and vodka.
Yeah, well, currently we're going to have all the Letzinger's brands.
Yeah.
If I can get one more brand out here, I would love to get tequila.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It is one of those things, like, I'm not here to try and get anyone drunk, but I do want them to answer the hard questions. And if it takes them a shot of tequila or whiskey of some sort to get the honest answer out of them, well, then that's what I want to do. It's here to drive home the fact that what are the key things in some of these people's lives that drive them? What is it that motivates them to be who they are? What is it, the decisions they've made or the things that they regret? So maybe me, you, and other people can learn from them and be better individuals.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's really the goal for the 5 Shots for Freedom, as well as to be able to donate to charity. I have no qualms with what charities I donate to.
Can we put you behind the bar on one of them and just do your
5 Shots for Freedom for myself?
For yourself.
I'm 100%. I'm down with that. Let's just write the hard questions.
I'll just write the hard questions then.
That's easy. We can get that done.
We'll actually see what some of the audience says.
Oh, yes.
They want to know.
What questions they want to know? For me?
Yeah.
Yikes. All right.
It might be 10 shots for freedom eventually.
Oh, jeez almighty. I'm going to sleep well that night. Well, you guys, that's pretty much what we want to do with this podcast. We're going to continue to grow it. We're going to fix the audios. We're going to make them better. We're going to be doing the video. We're just going to be able to package this up, and as I travel, I can take it with me and film it anywhere I go.
We're learning every day.
Every day. And yeah, if you guys have questions about starting a podcast, let us know. We'll hit you up. We'll answer your questions. Like I said, how about the Vinny Roc box?
Oh, wait, I was going to
That's something. So we have the stickers. We have the boxes that just came in. We have the stickers that are coming in. It's a 2-day delivery. So here's something exciting. Now that you guys are listening to this, just remember, the Vinny Roc box. I'm going to send 4 people a month a Vinny Roc box. And in that box is going to have different things from the sponsors that support the show, and as well as some of the merchandise that I'll be having online. So again, go check out The page right now, what we have is vincentroccovargas.com. Go ahead and put your email in there for so you guys are entered into be one of the winners of a Vinny Roc box. And again, for the duration of this podcast, I hope to be able to continue to donate these boxes to individuals who sign up and leave their email. And all those emails are going to be doing is I'm going to be flipping around, turning in anything that's new and interesting going on with the Vinny Roc podcast or my life. I'll be throwing it to a newsletter straight back to you so you can kind of see what's going on. Again, go check out vincentroccovargas.com. Put your email in there. I think it's at the bottom. You could just put your email and subscribe.
Yeah, you can just plug it in.
You'll be entered to win a Vinny Roc box. That is a box that will be filled with several items from sponsors that support the show. And if any of you guys want to be sponsors, let us know. If you want to be a sponsor of the show, hit us up. If you're a sponsor of this show and want to put some of your products in the Vinny Roc box, please go ahead and send us some packages. We have a P.O. box. I'll post the P.O. box information onto the Instagram and Facebook today, so you can check that out. Anything you guys want in those Vinny Roc boxes, if you guys have a business that you're not a sponsor of this podcast, but you would love to provide some kind of marketing campaign or anything to these Vinny Roc boxes, any of these products, you're more than welcome to send them to us. We'll put them in the Vinny Roc box as well. This is not a subscription box. You're not subscribing to a fucking monthly box. This is the winners of the Vinny Roc box.
I was going to ask, how are we going to choose those people? Like, are we going to...
I don't fucking know. I honestly don't know. Just gonna
first one, maybe a couple at random, and then...
Yeah, if you guys want to nominate someone for a box, then we'll do it. We're just going to do 4 a month, and then we'll just continue to do that.
I know, but like you, like deep down, are like, I wish everybody can get a box.
I want everyone to get a box.
I want everybody to get a box.
But here's the deal. What can this? We all know there's change in a podcast where it starts and where it ends and where it continues to grow. We don't know where this one's going to go. I hope this continues to grow into this fucking super awesome fucking thing, right? And if that's the case, then the Vinny Roc box itself will grow into something different.
Absolutely.
And eventually, maybe that will be a free monthly subscription. Just show up and fucking, here you go, here's your box. But I don't know. I'm not trying to charge people for a box of shit. I just want them to receive it and enjoy it.
Yeah, they all, post it and say, hey, I got this awesome box full of goodies.
Full of shit.
I don't think it's going to be shit.
Not shit, but like good shit, right? Like I'm saying shit in a really positive light. I'm saying...
Good product. It's going to be good products, not shit.
Amazing ass shit.
Shit on a shingle. Remember
for kind of food?
Like Christmas, like when people... Like,
I've heard it so many times. What the hell?
I want this for Christmas, and be like, well, I'm just gonna give you shit on a shingle.
Shit on a shingle.
Like an actual roofing tile shingle.
Ugh. What's your favorite food?
My favorite food?
Yeah.
I gotta go sushi.
What's your worst food?
My worst food?
Yeah.
I don't really have. I got like kind of an iron gut, so I can eat pretty much whatever. But I hate the smell of copious amounts of ketchup.
Ketchup. You know what today's ketchup is?
What?
Ranch.
No, that is
ranch is today's ketchup.
Well, I noticed like Utah and Idaho,
they're different.
Fry sauce.
Fry sauce.
Everybody
You know what fry sauce is?
It's probably just mayonnaise and ketchup.
Mayonnaise and ketchup.
That's all it is.
That's all it is. It's fucking assholes. Everyone's trying to trick us.
But I don't.
You know what In-N-Out secret sauce is? Mayonnaise and ketchup and a little bit of relish.
It's not Thousand Island. Don't give me that.
It is.
I know, but I don't like.
I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm just gonna say it's a secret sauce.
It's a secret sauce.
Go get that, shove it into a fucking bottle, and get it next to fucking Thousand Island. It's the same shit.
I just don't get it, dude.
It's a different ratio,
fry
probably.
Sauce. And then, when people say, "Oh, like here's your ranch. You want ranch, or what? Are you from California, or what?"
Did they say that?
I've heard it a couple times.
People are racist.
They are. They're racist.
Is that racist?
I get it, but
is that even being racist? I don't even know.
The ranch, yeah, ranch is just, it's great. But there's good ranches and there's really bad ranches out there.
You're right.
We talked about it earlier. Round Table.
Round
Table Pizza
has the best ranch.
I love the ranch. I think the ranch is great.
Yeah, I'm so hungry right now. I'm waiting for Chris to come back from the damn dog. What is it called? The dog.
The vet.
The vet.
The dog people.
Two damn miniature freaking wiener dogs. Miniature wieners.
They are crazy.
They're fucking cool though. But yeah,
they are crazy dogs. All they want to do is just run around and
they're just fucking
jump
nuts.
on shit.
They're little still, and the kids love them. But what, dude? How expensive is all this shit, man? Oh god.
Do you always go back to that? Like
just
you just turn around like, oh,
everything. That's all I ever think about. Like bills. Oh yeah, cool. You guys need new shoes.
Yeah,
bills.
People don't understand that about you. That you're just this guy that is hustling your ass off just to pay bills.
Oh, people think I'm rich. I think it's funny as hell. Like, you think I'm rich?
Shit. I got just as many bills as you got, dog.
Have you seen the holes in my socks? Have you seen the holes in my socks? Oh my god.
That is freaking great.
I am probably the most normal out of. There's more people that listening have more in their accounts than I do.
Well, what did they say? If you got $10 bill in your pocket and no debt, you're richer than 50% of America.
Yeah. Well, that guy's richer than me for sure. Definitely. I don't think it's gonna last like that forever. I think I work too damn hard. Something's got to give, right? And then my mom always tells me that. She goes, "Sonny, something's gonna give.
Something's got to go." Your mom is your biggest fan, probably.
She is. She also hates that I cuss so much.
You do swear a lot.
I do.
It's okay. I don't care.
I do everything I can not to cuss around the kids, but like they just hear it just by being in this. If they're in the similar room, and I'm like, "Fuck." That's probably the worst thing. As a parent, you don't want that, right? But as a parent, I do cuss. I think it's like the most genuine form of fucking communication.
Well, you just let whatever you're thinking out. Like, you don't hold anything back. You don't sit there and go,
I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
So, man, I can't say, I'm not the best parent in the world. I try to be. I try to be.
The good dad part.
I give a shit, though.
You care a lot.
That's the thing, is I give a shit. And giving a shit is 90% of this
And you
job.
care about other people, not just like in your little group.
That's the hardest thing for me is like, here's me. You want to understand who I am. Hold on, let me wipe the sweat off my fucking forehead. I'm the guy that flies Southwest and will never put my seat back.
Oh, you can't. You can't do that kind of shit.
I won't do that because I feel like it's rude.
Yeah, it is rude.
I think what? I want that guy to be comfortable.
There's not very much room in those places anyways.
I will never put my seat back. And when people do it, I'm like, wow, they didn't care about how I felt about that, did they?
Yeah.
I won't do it. I'm courteous to everyone else's feelings and emotions and fucking shit. Right? Like people are like, it's the same thing as like, that's why, like, I don't care about race. I don't care about sexuality. I don't care about any of that stuff. Like, do you mind your business on my mind, right? Like, I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're purple. I don't care if you're green. I don't care about nothing.
You don't even put your seat back on a plane.
I don't move in. Yeah, I won't put on. Yeah, exactly.
For a complete stranger.
Because of the fact, like, I give a fuck about that person behind me. They could be a baby. I'm like, well, they have plenty of room. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They want that room that they sat there with. I'm gonna give it to them.
They paid for that seat.
Right. So that's their space.
I'm just trying to get off this plane.
I feel like it's their space. Yeah. Right. If my seat, if anything, should move forward to give them more space.
What we? Hey, are you turn around? Are you all right back there?
Do you need more room?
Yeah, are you good?
Let me break this fucking chair for you.
Well, what about when you're in line at like a grocery store or at the gas station, and then somebody is like just
in your space,
right there behind you?
I'll let them go in front of me. I'm the guy that, like, if I have a big ass order and they have like 4 things go in front.
You know what I mean? A lot of people don't do that.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
You have a big shopping cart.
How about this? How about when a bum's in the street? Do you give him money?
Sometimes, if I got it in my pocket. I usually don't carry a lot of cash on me.
What's your thought process on that?
I don't know their story.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're homeless. I don't know if they like.
So are you giving it to them because you believe that you're going to help them, or are you just giving it just to give? That's time. I just give them. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, just give to give.
Here's your $5.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go buy some weed with it, fine. If you're gonna throw some heroin up your arm with it, fine. If you're gonna go buy a cheeseburger, cool.
It's just money. You can't take it with you when you die.
Here's $5. I know in my heart, I gave it to you. I'm hoping you use it for the best fucking.
Yeah, exactly.
For the best reasons.
Maybe you got a bank account somewhere and you're trying to save up to get an apartment.
Exactly. I hope you're stacking that money to fucking eventually to get a suit for an interview.
Just
and then
handling, like getting $80,000 a year.
Yeah, my kids are like, why do you give them that? Like, I don't know.
Well,
if I had it in my pocket, I'll give it to them.
I've actually used to not be that kind of like. Yeah. I used to be like, no, fuck that. I'm not giving you any money. Go get a job. Kind of deal like that.
Well, part of me believes that, but I also know that a lot of people on the street have mental issues. It's a mental thing.
There's a high rate of it.
Yeah, and so it's like, for me, it's like, you won't ever see me on the street. You won't ever fucking see me on the street. Like, as soon as I get kicked out of this fucking house and they take everything, and it's like, all right, well, fucking, I'm gonna start working somewhere right away. You'll see me apply for fucking McDonald's and Walmart right away.
You mentioned that the other day. You're like, dude,
I had a veteran. I had a veteran call me, like, hey, because this is funny. It's on the same lines. Where we at? We have about 10 minutes. We're good. I had a veteran call me the other day. And he's like, hey man, can I get some money? You mind if I borrow some money? And it's like, and I'm like, what do you think I have money? He goes, yeah, man. You got all these businesses. And
random?
Yeah, just a guy, just a. I would say someone who knows who I am. Obviously knows what I do. I think they would be considered more of a fan or maybe a supporter. I don't even know what you want to say. But he goes, hey man, you mind if I borrow some money? I'm kind of in some hard times. And like, first I'm like, how much? A couple thousand. I'm like, oh. I was like, what do you think I made money? Yeah, man, I've been like, no.
Do I look like a freaking money tree?
Right, like, do I look green, motherfucker? No, but the thing to me was like, dude, You don't fucking know me, bro. Like, you don't know my fucking situation. I do not have a lot of money. I honestly do not.
You constantly work to get
Yeah. Dude,
bills paid.
This is not the military or the border patrol. This check doesn't show up on the 1st and the 15th. This check shows up whenever the fuck it feels like showing up. So there's months where I'm able to finally catch my bills. There's months where I'm fucking 60 days late. And I'm about to lose my house, and then all of a sudden, boom, hey, range 15 check out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's the fucking hardest goddamn life I've ever lived. It's the most rewarding job I've ever lived, too, because I can wake up and take my kids to school every goddamn day.
Because you're doing it for yourself.
Right,
and those
exactly.
kids.
So I know the more time I spend on my fucking phone, more time I spend on this fucking podcast, the more time I spend in front of that fucking computer, I'm going to fucking make some money for this family. Now, when will it show up? I have no fucking clue. I have no clue if it's going to show up next week or fucking 2 weeks from now or fucking a month from now. But I know the harder I work, the more money shows up.
What'd you say? Like, one of my goals is to have $1 million in my bank account by 2018. 2018, and you're like currently $38.17 or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking worse for today. I think worse. Not gonna lie to you. I woke up and I was like, oh, because some kind of automatic payment showed up that I didn't even fucking count on, and now I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to be red. That's the hardest.
You gotta ask your wife for some money.
Oh, dude. Right? Like,
because she's
really
the
good.
banker. She's the banker.
Well, she knows all the bills that have to come out. She keeps them there for a reason. And I'm like, man, I need $5 again. I fucked up. Like, like GoDaddy charged me another $5 for a fucking website called wobblyfuckingmodels.com.
What is this wobblyModels.com shit?
Yeah, like, babe, trust me, I have big plans for it. But so this fucking veteran asked me for money, and I was so pissed. I was like, so what's up? He goes, I can't find a job anywhere. I was like, really? That's crazy. I was like, did you apply for Walmart? He goes, no. I was like, how about McDonald's? No. I was like, go do that and then call me. Motherfucker got a job.
Oh, he's good now.
Yeah.
Well, you've helped guys out. I've been there with you where you've helped guys out, like not necessarily money, but finding them work.
Yeah.
Finding them.
Yeah, I do my best to try and find.
Don't show up, Oh,
well, I'm not the guy that hands them anything.
Yeah, don't show up like they're trying to show up hat in hand.
Oh, there's fucking people that expect a handout. Like, fuck you, dude. Yeah. I'm never gonna fucking hand out shit. Give me your resume and I'll fucking hand it out and put in a good word.
And I've seen you do that.
If you're a good dude, I will put in the good word. If you're a fucking turd, I'm not putting in any good word. I'm going to say, hey, go apply for a fucking job at Walmart. Because you know what? Guys think they're above that. People think they're above working at Walmart or fast food or whatever the case. Like, you fucking kidding? You know what? Bitch, I'm going to put more food on the table. I'll do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was an Uber driver and a fucking car dealer while owning Article 15 clothing.
So you're 3 jobs essentially.
Dude, I was doing Uber driving. I was also a fucking car salesman, and I fucking had Article 15 clothing, right? And Let's Singer's whiskey. None of them were covering the bills. Why? Because I fucking made a lot of dumb decisions with my money, right? I thought I was making good decisions, and then all of a sudden a fucking custody battle happens, and I have to drop fucking $10K out of nowhere, right? So things like that were happening, and I'm living fucking check to check to check. All of a sudden it gets so scary. I'm like, fuck you. I'm not going to allow my fucking kids' life to get uncomfortable because I don't want to fucking work harder. Bitch. So I went to a fucking car dealer. So I started selling cars. People like
slinging them rides.
People thought it was a joke. They were like, oh, dude, that's a funny skit. I'm like, dude, I'm kind of embarrassed right now to tell you the truth because I actually am selling cars.
This is what's really going on.
And I'm terrible at selling cars because I'm too honest.
Yeah, like, bro, I don't think you should buy this one.
Dude, there was guys that told that. They're like, hey, what do you think? I was like, oh, man, I think it's a terrible deal. I think you should go somewhere else. And they're like, they just looked at me like, oh, shit. I'm like, sorry, man.
But some people just buy the cars because you were that honest.
They just fucking liked me.
You're like, dude, yeah. All right.
I'm like, yeah, if you want it, if you want it, okay.
I mean,
sorry.
it's your money.
I can't screw someone over, bro. There's no. I don't have a heart for a fucking car salesman because the fact is, some car dealers are not going to screw you over. But I'm not saying that one was. It's just used cars is one of those things where the car salesman makes out better.
They'll sell you a lemon.
Not even that. It's just the buying a used car. There's more money for a used car salesman in selling used cars. There's more money to be made. Mm-hmm. That's why. Because usually you're buying those cars at an auction. You can get them at a very low price, and then you fucking put the actual value to those, and then you fucking do a couple fixes, and boom, there you go. So you're going to make money hand over fist, essentially, being a used car salesman. I just didn't give a fuck about that, man. Like, I just need enough to cover my bills, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, 1 car a month, I'm happy, right? And then Uber driving, it's like, dude, you work on heavy times, you make some money. So I was just working during the hardest times of the night. Like, no one wanted to be up at fucking 2 a.m. I did. I'll fucking wake up at 2 and pick up those drunks and take them home. I don't give a fuck.
And that's prime rates right there.
Prime rates,
yeah.
Especially on Friday, Saturday night.
I did not know you were an Uber driver. You never told me that.
Oh, dude, it's not the proudest. When I first met Christy, she's like, "What do you do?" I was like, "Uber."
Uber. My brother met his wife. They were like, "What do you do for work?" My brother's actually he makes
Yeah.
good money, in construction and stuff. But he told her he's a paper boy. He had a paper route.
Oh, that's so fucking good.
He's like, yeah, I'm a paper boy.
Oh,
I
that's
have
so
a paper
good.
route. But it's just, who really gives a shit if you're working hard and doing
Who
your
gives
thing?
a fuck, dude? But that's the thing. If you're not willing to lower your fucking standards just to put food on the table for your fucking family, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
You're an idiot. Like my buddies, like if you're single, fuck, dude, starve. Who gives a shit? Spend a couple months on the street and see what that feels like, right? It might be humbling. It might be cool.
Dude, I've been a gypsy for a long time.
You've been a gypsy for a long. You're a gypsy, dude.
Yeah.
You're a fucking legit gypsy, and
Yeah.
that's the thing is like. But you know what? There's something to that is kind of probably fulfilling. There's something to that knowing that you can just survive by. If you need a job, you'll go get a job and work it, and then you fucking when you're done working that job that you're not so satisfied with, you fucking stop.
Yeah.
But you're single.
You find something else.
You have a fucking dog.
Yeah.
Like, there's your responsibilities. You don't have any. You really need. You need to worry about make sure you don't fucking die.
If I can't pay for it with cash, I don't buy it.
Right.
I don't have credit cards or debt,
Right.
nothing like that.
But that's
so.
genius. Right? Like, or you can be me.
I've like people have told me like, so you never been married? No. You don't have any kids? No. Like, dude, you did it right. Like the guys that are married with kids, and I'm like, not really, because I mean, I do.
You want that.
Everybody wants that.
Not everyone,
family
but
thing.
like most people want that. Most
Yeah.
people want that normal like experience of raising kids and having a love and just seeing where that goes.
Yeah. Just seeing what you can create.
Right. But the
Yeah.
crazy thing to me is anybody, not just a veteran, anybody that says I can't find a job, like you're full of shit.
There is many jobs
You're
out
full of
there.
shit. I can find a job in fucking one day, fucking shoveling shit, I'm sure.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? There's a job no one wants. That's the one I'll get. Right away. I'm the guy that you won't see me on the street for. If they had a TV show where you fucking took my money and see how much I can make at the end of 30 days, motherfucker, day one, I'll have a job.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. 2 weeks later, I'll be promoted.
There's
By the
always-
end of, dude, if you put me in McDonald's, by the end of a fucking month or 2 months, I'll be a fucking goddamn fucking shift manager and fucking bringing fucking tacos, burgers, whatever the fuck home to the kids. I wouldn't find a way to survive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. My high school baseball coach always said, like, you'd make a mistake on the field or something like that. And he'd
Yeah.
always be like, well, the world always needs ditch diggers. So,
Dude, let me tell you a story. When I was in fucking college in Kentucky, I started as a salad guy, and I made the best damn salads. So they all told me like, man, your salads are really nice.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what you do to that
Yeah,
salad.
what it
but-
is the salads? They're built. They're stacked so high. And they're so colorful. It's like, well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm just make a speck salad, right? Enough lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, egg.
It's all uniform.
Yeah, I just whatever the fuck. I'm just making these goddamn salads, but I'm smiling and I'm making it happen because, dude, I lived in a fucking house that was a brothel. I have a futon and a fucking table. That's all I have for. I don't even have a shower curtain. I was washing my clothes in the shower. I was washing it and laying it out throughout the day. And then I'd go to work. I'd eat at work. I didn't have any fucking... I made friends with the guy at GNC, and he gave me his fucking protein that was people were throwing out. He gave me that, and that's what I was eating. I was eating protein.
That's where you get your supplement. Like
Yeah.
your...
Right, so I was getting
That's-
water and protein is pretty much throughout the day until I could show up to work and fucking chow down whenever I could. I'd be eating these salads all goddamn day, and if a fry guy would throw an extra fucking tender in there, I'd snag that motherfucker.
I think you mentioned something before that you were, when people didn't eat all their food, you were...
I would snag it.
Yeah, just...
I was a fucking poor ass dude that just dropped out of college.
Yeah.
Right? I got to figure out what the fuck I'm going to do next. I wanted to be a sheriff. I was going to try and apply for that, but I wasn't a fucking resident yet. And so I was having problems with all this shit, and I'm thinking like, fuck, dude, like, until I can apply to be a firefighter or a fucking cop, I have to fucking work this damn job. I wasn't going back to dad. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to call positive pops, I need your help. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to figure this shit out. And so I'm like I said, I'm living in a house that was a brothel. It's so fucking old that you can hear every fucking conversation having on the other three fucking one. I know it's a brothel because my buddy's father had his bachelor party in this motherfucker. Yeah. And so I'm at fucking Texas Roadhouse, starting as a salad guy. Then I go to the fry guy. Then I go to fucking serving. Then I go in hot prep and cold prep. That's showing up before the police even opens, getting it prepped for the next day or for the fucking that day. Then I started serving, and I was doing fucking 1/2 shift in the back, frying and fucking doing salads and shit. And then boom, I'd flip, change clothes because it was all dirty, change clothes, boom, and go serve for the rest of the fucking day.
It's dope.
All my tips that I got during fucking serving, I go straight to the bar and get fucking trashed. And then I'd flip and do it again, right? I'd pay my bills, I'd have enough money. I'm thinking, okay, I can only do this for so long until I fucking finally find a real job.
The ride's going to be over.
Right.
soon.
And then I was like, that's where I decided to join the military. I'm at that fucking actual Buffalo Wild Wings that was across the street from fucking, and I'm taking my boy Jim, who is a fucking Navy guy. He goes, I got my blue nose. I'm like, what's your blue nose, Jim? I jumped in some cold water. I was like, the fuck is that? He goes, well, I was in the Navy. I'm like, really? You know, I found out everything about this fucking dude. He's the grill, the chief on the grill. pretty cool, dude. We were bouncer together at a bar one night too, and he fucking broke a dude's hand. I don't know how he even did it, whether he punched the guy's hand directly or snapped it.
Yeah, how do you break a
I have
guy's
no fucking
hand?
clue. It was fucking sweet though. Dude. He was like, "Oh, my hand." I was like, "Jim's a badass."
What up, Jim?
He's the dude. I want to write a story about him, but he's the guy that kind of told me, like, you know, because I told him, like, man, I'm not comfortable going back home. I'm not comfortable here in Texas. Like, there's no place I call home. He goes, home is where
We're
you
in
lay.
Kentucky.
Yeah. And he's like, home's where you lay your hat. I'm like, fuck, Jim, you're right. Wherever you sleep that night, that's home. And just fucking treat it as such, and you won't have no fucking issues anymore. And
Just
so,
a lot of wisdom.
yeah, the guy had wisdom. And so we're watching the CNN, and one of these Marines putting a flag over to the Saddam statue head and pulling it down. And that's kind of where I decided, like, I don't want to be the guy at the bar 40 years from now and not have that fucking story. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted it. It was a passion of mine. And I knew I had nothing else to give besides fucking working these double shifts, working my ass off, and it wasn't going anywhere. So I joined the fucking military. That's when I decided to join the military for my daughter's right. She was already born about 7 months at the time. And so I wanted to give something back. And the least I can do is die in combat for her and give her $350K, I think it was at the time, and be known to her.
Well,
to her as a hero.
you weren't sitting there like hoping to get shot and shit like that when you were there.
I was. I didn't show up to Iraq to do that. No, I'm athletic and I'm a competitive motherfucker, right? If you beat me at war, you beat me, and
Fair
I'm not.
enough.
Yeah, I'm competitive. Yeah. No, but my head was like, there's an odd I might get smoked, and so if I do, at least I've been able to give her that as a father.
Yeah, that's just crazy. I mean, that's a lot of heart right there.
It's not hard.
It's a lot of will.
It's
willpower.
It's backed in a corner, man. I had nothing else to give. Double shifts at a fucking Texas Roadhouse will do that to you.
Well,
Oh,
you
man.
were painting a big red circle on your chest.
Yeah, no. I told you I'm competitive as fuck. If you were gonna kill me in war, I would have been pissed. Like, you beat me. Like, I don't lose in a lot of sports.
Yeah, I don't lose very often.
Yeah, well, fuck it. Hey, we're out of time. Damn, we went a little longer than I expected, but who gives a fuck?
All right.
It's our podcast. We do whatever the fuck we want. Hey, we appreciate you guys listening. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying this podcast. If you guys have anything you want to add to the podcast, please hit us up on social media. Go to Vinny Roc on Instagram. Go to Vinny Roc Podcast on Facebook. There's also a Vinny Roc Twitter. I don't even know what the fuck that is, but find it. Check it out. Again, I appreciate you guys. You know we love you. And thanks for listening.
Have a good day.